contributions, I'll simply say thank you. And Dean Landry, once again, thank you for hosting us today and in the years past. As you know, judges don't often explain or justify their actions. We speak through our opinions. But this is a different situation, and I think it's my place to address what some may consider the elephants in the room. Why did it take 12 years for the NOPD to reach substantial compliance? And what did it cost? Well, first, as the DOJ said at the conclusion of its investigation, the problems in the NOPD developed over many years, and they predicted it would take time to address and correct them. Second, the consent decree is a 106-page, 492-section agreement. I have it here with me in case anyone would like to read it. All the reports and audits that have been produced by the monitors and NOPD are available on both websites. I invite you to read them before commenting on the time it took for NOPD to reach substantial compliance with the consent decree. I believe you will then have a more informed opinion about why it took years of concentrated effort to reach this point. In any event, it did take longer than I predicted or wished for the NOPD to reach substantial compliance with the consent decree, but it did not take too long. It took the amount of time necessary for the NOPD to make the changes called for and to make them durable, able to stand the test of time. My attitude was and is that the time and money spent would have been a waste if NOPD did not do what needed to be done the way it needed to be done. A quick fix would have been a huge waste of time and money and a huge lost opportunity. A premature rush through the process just to be done would have been a tragedy, in my opinion, and I refuse to be part of such a process. What we've heard today justifies that position. Meaningful and durable reforms have been accomplished. Now to address the cost of implementing the consent decree. Some statewide officials and some city leaders have over the years claimed the consent decree cost the city exorbitant amounts of money. Those claims are inaccurate. Here are the facts. The total paid by NOPD to the monitors over the 13-year life of the consent decree is $20,030,715. That breaks down to $7.8 million to Shepard Mullen, the law firm of the lead and deputy lead monitors, and $11.58 million for police practice experts, all former police chiefs, and travel. This is within the amounts that were expected by all the parties when we began this process. In addition, the public should be made aware that Shepard Mullen attorneys donated over 3,000 pro bono hours to this project. The value of that time at the firm's standard rates is over $1.7 million. I would ask the monitors to relay to Shepard Mullen my thanks for this contribution. Over the years, I have repeatedly requested that the city provide the support for their claims regarding the cost of implementing the consent decree, but the city has never provided one single document to me. I challenge the media to request the evidence supporting these representations before reporting them. If you get any response, please pass it along to the public and to me. I will remain interested. I think you will find that the city and others have included costs that represent the normal operations of the NOPD in outfitting their officers, such as cars and cameras, that had to be done whether or not there was a consent decree. Also, I think it's worth keeping two additional factors in mind. First, as noted, the city and NOPD have asked for and received extensive technical assistance from the monitors. Those expenses actually save the city money in the long run. And I would remind the city, the AG, and the public, if you think the cost of constitutional policing is high, try the cost of unconstitutional policing. Cities, including the city of New Orleans, pay hundreds of millions of dollars to resolve police misconduct cases. In my opinion, the cost of implementing the consent decree was money well spent. I encourage you all to read the monitor's final report, which is on the docket of this case and on the court's website and the consent decree monitor's website. So in closing, I ask, who will ensure that the reforms we have heard about today endure now that the court and the monitors are about to say goodbye to the City of New Orleans Police Department's consent decree? You all will. NOP's leadership, our new mayor, the City Council, the Office of the Inspector General, and the Office of the Independent Police Monitor, and perhaps most importantly, the public. As Mr. Aroney said in his remarks, while our work is over, yours is not. As this court closes its books on this matter and our monitors pack up their office and head back to their homes, it is up to you all to continue the journey. That really is the test of any reform effort. Will the reforms be durable? Only time will tell. But this process has given the department a roadmap to continue its journey, as well as a roadmap to help the public oversee that journey. We are hopeful that you, the public, take advantage of it. As this proceeding and this consent decree come to a close, there's only one thing I would ask of the NOPD, Chief Ann, that I get a permanent visitation rights with Patch, the world's cutest miniature police horse. I think the chief is coming forward. Maybe she's got Patch. Yeah, I'll say.
Since you mentioned Patch, if I may also ask that Mr. Aaron and Mr. Douglas, you stay up here with me, Your Honor. If y'all would come forward for me, please. You're actually the beneficiaries of hopefully a new tradition that we're going to have within the police department, but I know you would like to have been able to give a key to the city to Mr. Aaron and Mr. Douglas, but and that wouldn't be possible. However, and you want to be like Patches, like mounted police officer. Well, I'm gonna make some dreams come true for you. So first of all, I'd like to, on behalf of the men and women of the New Orleans Police Department, Your Honor, you are going to be an honorary police officer assigned to Pat. Mr. Ernie, you are an honorary New Orleans police officer. And Mr. Douglas, you are an honorary New Orleans police officer.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.